So this is basically where you reroll your stats. I'm actually a halfling trickster rogue, and obviously I want dexterity more than I want anything else really. Um, Constitution gives you health, strength gives you strength, of course. Charisma is your persuasiveness. I don't really need charisma, I don't think. And so I'm just going to stick with dexterity. 20 is the highest you can get, and it's kind of rare that you get to it. So these are your options. Now the halfling, I actually rolled a half elf as well and a male character. I'm not a big fan of the way the halfling looks. It's actually kind of, I mean, no offense, it's kind of hard to make them look good. And that hairstyle is just awesome. You know, some of these aren't bad. You can make your character look, you know, decently different, though a lot of these sort of look the same. That one's not bad. That one actually looks decent. And that one's okay. Let's just go with this one. So these are pretty much the different head shapes. You can choose different default head shapes. You will be able to edit this in a bit, like even more so. But just go ahead and stick with the default. These are the different hairs. They're not too bad, I guess. In my opinion, probably the best one is the backwards ponytail. Maybe this if you're going for an old lady look. But let's see, is there any others I like? That one, maybe just stick with that one. And hair color, I'm kind of disappointed. There's no like red. No fancy colors there either, like blue, of course, or pink, or any of that. We do have gray. We do have gray. So why not stick with gray? Here we go, old lady style, right there. Get the dreadlocks backwards. Those actually kind of look brownish gray. Now the eyeballs, like you can be blind or have one blind eye, or then you can have a hurt eye or two hurt eyes, which means there's like blood in them, which is kind of gross. I guess if you wanted to make your character look demonish, though, that'd be cool. But I'm gonna stick with blind because I'm weird. And let's see. These are the eyebrows. Just go for normal. This is interesting because, you know, you have all these different like young and whatever, and then old and mature and all that, and you know, and then it's funny, it says pretty, and pretty as a butt chin. I don't know. To each their own. I don't really find butt chins that attractive, but whatever. Eye tattoos or whatever. This is like your makeup and stuff. The first 4 options are your makeup options, and the rest are just weird. So I personally like, and see, then you can go with this, and I have a little bit of trouble figuring out how to make, like, you could actually go for like this evil clown look though, like sort of like a Joker look. That'd be kind of cool if you went for a Joker look or something. You could also go for like just a crazy makeup look. If you want. If you want, you can do that. If you want. So let's just go for crazy makeup look. There's some other ones in here too that are pretty crazy. Like that looks kind of clownish as well. Kind of scary. The character's starting to look a little bit scary. Starting to scare me a little bit. It's kind of freaky. That's kind of freaky. There we go. See, look, now I'm just pure evil. Let's just stick with white. Horns aren't in yet. I'm just gonna go back to that one I was at. That kind of reminds me of the Joker more so. Maybe. Wait. What is this? Oh, that's. I mean, I wonder if anybody actually made these look cool. I'd like to see, like, if you have screenshots of your characters, you know, some baller customization, you can put it on my Facebook. I'd like to see what other people's Neverwinter characters looked like. And here's where you adjust the face, and you can adjust just various instances of the face. The head width, head height, head size. I kind of want like a small head because I want her to look sort of like just a very tiny human. Just a very, very tiny human. Regular human. Eye sizes, you can go like super monster size. Character isn't exactly the prettiest character in the world. Eye spacing. I mean, it's not a huge difference. Like they got it pretty limited here, to where you can't go too extreme. So you can't just look like an absolute just alien, space alien. And so that's always good. Like even the nose, like you see, there wasn't that big of a difference, and I don't know. I think that's good. Just the body shape. Let's see. You can. Well, you can't really. Let's see. See. Yeah, we gotta probably hide the armor. Yeah, let's hide the armor. And then your breast size. See, it's pretty reasonable. You can go from like an A cup to a D cup. Heels. Now, heels I always thought was interesting because it's like I'm in armor. Why do I want to wear heels? I don't really understand that. But the nail size I actually like. I like having it freakishly long. I think that's kind of cool that you can have like these like just scary witch nails. Chest width. And of course depth is just like your rib cage, like how far your rib cage sticks out. Your waist depth is how far your belly sticks out. Your arm length, well, that should be obvious. Your arm bulk, arm muscles, pretty much. Do you want muscly woman or do you want stickly? Well, since, I'm going rogue, I want to be smaller, so I want to be more agile. My hand thickness, I want man hands, so I think I'm just, yeah. Leg length, we need a little bit more bulky legs. Yeah, a little bit more bulky. And legs were a little too thin. Let's just wait, maybe dial back a little bit there. And that seems to look good. So far, at least. Now, feet thickness. I don't really have a preference on feet, but some people, I guess, for those people who like feet and stuff, you can make your feet thick, I guess, or not thick. So here you get to choose where you spawn, but pretty much you start at for the tutorial, you start at the same zone every time. It's basically just your background lore, and you can choose like, who do you follow, what deity do you follow. I, typically choose the deity of battle because I'm awesome. So here we go, right there. And what do you want your background lore to be? There's so many cool ones that you can do. I sort of just like I've created like 20 characters and spawn them at each different world, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter because you start at the same place anyway. But I'm gonna be a plucky pirate because pirates are awesome, and deal with it. Here you can choose your character name, and you can even put in a biography. I didn't for this character, but I actually did for another character. So let's begin this adventure. Oh! And we get to watch the intro.